My friends, welcome to our live streaming of the... This is our second live stream, but this is the third episode of Season 2. I am here tonight, joined once again by Chimera 2, Dak.
Don't worry, I took care of the cricket.
Luke, I have no approach vector. I'm not set.
Steady, Dak.
All right, so we're here tonight to watch Mandalorian Chapter 11, which is awesome. Hold on one sec. I got to pull up something. I'm going to just refresh. I've got to start refreshing now because it is almost that time. Oh, and it is here. Okay, and I want to go over the predictions real quick before we start, okay? So please stick with me and be patient as we're about to watch the episode. So, First, let's pull up our prediction page. All right. So my first prediction is that... I got to read it because... all right. Here. So we're going to the water planet. We're going to the water planet from the trailer. That's my first prediction. What is your first prediction?
My first prediction is similar to last week. I wanted to hedge my bets, and I'm saying Baby Yoda, or the child, saves the day.
All right. Baby Yoda and the child saves the day again. I'm going to say that Sasha Banks does not equal Sabine. Sasha Banks will be in this episode, which we now know because she's in the thumbnail. But you can see it. I had that written long before, but I don't think she's playing Sabine. Now, I do think that I'm in a real bad situation there. I think that it's looking like I very well could be wrong. But I have been saying that for about 6 months now, and I just got to stick to my guns.
I also think Frog Lady will save the day, is my second prediction.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. Frog Lady will save the day. And my next prediction is that third prediction, we will see Mandalorians in this episode who do not wear helmets.
Bold prediction.
Bold prediction, but I really do think I'm right on that one.
And to keep on theme, my third prediction is that Kara will save the day. Save the day.
How many people are going to save the day at once? Because you can't be right on all these.
The child, Frog Lady, and Kara will all save the day.
Okay. There we go. You heard it here. And final prediction is that... Oh, wait. That one is out of date. My final prediction is that there will be a Titanic reference in this episode.
And my final prediction is that Mando will save the day. That one I know I can win.
Okay. Here's hoping.
I'm here to win.
You're here to win. All right. So... Actually, we want to go over drinking game rules real quick. They're the same as last week, but we did add one. Every time Baby Yoda is a hungry boy, we got to take 2 sips.
2 sips.
2 sips. Speaking of which, you want to go grab us 2 things to sip with and fill up those mugs. We don't sell mugs here yet. Actually, I think we've got some Chimera Squadron mugs.
You know what? You should... throw your plug for your advertiser.
Do I have an advertiser?
Yeah, Pepsi and Coca-Cola.
Pepsi and Coca-Cola are mutually together sponsoring this, apparently. It's not true. I think for legal reasons I have to say that's not true. But that would be pretty funny. All right, guys, so today we've got something new. Oh, hello. We actually have a stopwatch today. So for people who join in later, you can look at the stopwatch and know exactly. You all right there?
I am now.
All right, cool. You can look at the stopwatch. So we're going to start the stopwatch as soon as we start the stream. You can see right now it's in the top right. It will move to the top left you can see that when we go to the full shot. It's now in the top left. That way, I'm mirrored. So it's right now paused at 1. I'm going to unpause it right after I start the video, and hopefully they'll be lined up almost perfectly. All right, let me know when you're ready, Dak. And
beverages are almost ready.
Beverages are almost ready. Get your beverages out if you'd like to play the drinking game with us. Now, we can't advise you on to what you should be drinking. Just make sure...
LaCroix, bone
broth, LaCroix, Jawa juice.
Jawa
juice. It's a thing.
What's that blue milky substance?
The alcoholic one?
I don't know.
Or just blue milk?
In Star Wars.
There's blue milk. That's a thing. It's just called blue milk.
Okay.
There's also spotchka, which is the alcoholic thing we've seen in the Mandalorian, but that glows, and I know it's not really milky. Sorry if my voice is a little quivery. It is freaking freezing right now. I've got some
bad.
blankets. Yeah, I know.
It's not freaking freezing.
It's not freaking
It's
freezing.
merely cold.
It's very cold.
It's merely
It's very
chilly.
cold. Thank you guys for waiting with us. I know that you're probably itching to start the episode. We just have to make sure that everyone's got their drinks ready because otherwise there can be no drinking game. All right, you've got that. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to get the episode ready, and I'm going to also get the stopwatch ready. Okay. So first we got to get the stopwatch. I'm going to maximize this screen. I'm going to pull up Streamlabs so that we can see that. And I'm going to pull up the stopwatch so we can see that because I've got to start the stopwatch. All right. So I'm going to be pushing play and then playing the stopwatch at the same time, but that is going to be in 3, 2, 1.
Good timing.
That was good timing.
Never removed. This is the way.
Okay.
This is the way.
This is the way. Oh, does that count?
No, we didn't do a...
Oop. Oop. This happened last time too. All right.
I should have said Baby Yoda ruins the day.
Ooh, Baby Yoda ruins the day. That would have been a great prediction for last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last week my prediction was just flip-flopped.
Just reverse it. Uno reverse card, and then you win.
Oh, yes. Will you check my connection into your... Oh, there we go.
Okay.
It's very weird. I had great audio on the music.
Uh-huh.
No audio on the voices.
You know what? That might be here.
No, I think you fixed it.
Oh. I did mute myself for a second there. Oh, you know what? I need to full screen this. Hold on.
Where's your phone at?
Oh, yeah. I got to get my phone for the chat. Thanks
We'll check the chat.
Yep. Okay, so this is a trailer shot. I think we're going to get a few trailer shots this time. In fact, we might get most of the remaining trailer shots this time.
Yeah. Starting episode 4, Uncharted Territory.
I think that the only trailer shots remaining are going to be that lava planet with all the TIE fighters.
We'll wait till we visit 3 planets in this episode.
Oh gosh, that won't happen. I think we're going to spend... We might have to drink soon.
I just realized that as well.
I just look up and it's like, oh, there we go. Oh. Tank Ferrick. Okay, chat is loading. Oof. A trailer shot.
Trailer shot should have been a sip.
It should have been.
You know what?
Let's do it
It
anyway.
will be a sip. New rule.
We're adding trailer shots. I'm just going to full screen it. What are we doing?
He just landed on a new planet.
He didn't start on another planet. We don't have to. We don't have to drink. He has to literally go from one planet to another planet. Okay, so that is not a. Just for clarification, he has to move from one planet to another.
Okay.
In order for us. The Heiress, by the way, is the name of the episode.
Well, your prediction is already right.
Though we started on the water planet. Yep. Water planet from the trailers. Is that a repurposed AT-AT?
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Mando pays for something.
Is that Davy Jones?
Those are Quarren squid faces. You know what else? I gotta get my... Oh.
She trips and breaks a thing.
Oh, come on. We're approaching another trailer shot, by the way. I give it 5 minutes.
Both speaking frog.
Quality subtitles. Very informative. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I think we can count that as hunger. Baby Yoda's a hungry boy.
Oh, he just said, I know you're hungry. Oh, that's 2 sips.
Oh, yeah. Baby Yoda's hungry boy is 2 sips. I feel like you didn't give me a full...
I did.
That was not a full cup.
Well, you saw what happened.
I did see what happened. Oh, Sasha Banks. This is a trailer shot, by the way.
Oh, gosh.
Trailer shot.
And she gone.
Trailer shot.
Oh, my gosh.
It's okay. I don't think we'll approach another one for a while.
Let me see this.
Lots of Quarren for a planet that is not Moncala.
Exactly what I was going to say.
I knew it. That's why I told you.
Are you on chat yet?
Yeah. We're just talking about the Kagath. Mando pays for something. As a reminder, here are the drinking game rules. Beskar!
Oh my goodness, this episode is going off.
Baby Yoda's hungry boy. Oh no!
This is from the same hunger. He was hungry and they came to get him food. Oh my god.
That's awesome. Oh. He's not really opposed to eating live wriggling things. What's his deal here?
Well, that one attacked him. Why'd he laugh?
Trailer shot.
Wow.
Now, unless this ship sinks, We won't get another trailer shot this episode.
Legitimately, last week I think we had one sip and a finish your drink.
Yep.
We've
already pretty much had like
several.
half a drink worth of sips.
Are you sure that's not Davy Jones? It's probably played by the same guy. He looks similar.
It's technically a trailer shot, but we're not going to count that. I love stuff like this, just the kind of like everyday life in Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That's one thing the Mandalorian's just really good at. It's like a Deadliest Catch, but Star Wars.
Exactly. Oh, baby.
What?
Whoa.
Trailer shot. Everyone else thought that this shot was not from the water planet, but I called it. Technically, that's the trailer shot, but I'm not going to quibble.
Oh! Oh!
That's her! That's Bo-Katan!
I don't know what that means.
She's Bo-Katan! Who would have guessed that Bo-Katan showed up before Sabine? Bo-Katan, complicit in rape and enslavement of the people of Karlak.
Ooh.
She became a good guy, though, so it's okay. Yeah, look at the head markings. That's Bo-Katan. Oh, yeah, that's... Whoever's doing her voice is doing a fantastic job.
Oh, this is so cool.
Dude, this episode... I'm having a great time.
Mando did not save the day.
And neither did the child. Oh. I should have had other Mandalorians save the day just to spite you. My heart.
He needs a new pod now.
I know, and Queel can't make him one because he's dead. Oh. She's gonna take a...
This is Bo-Katan.
Called it! Mandos with no helmets. And there's Sasha Banks.
Is there a deep lore reference at this point?
No,
Okay.
she's Clone Wars. That's like just standard. I knew it. I should have... I had... Deep lore! Deep lore! Oh, I hope I didn't get my keyboard there. This is the way. This is the way. You have to say it. We have
This
to say
is
it.
the-
when we
oh,
drink.
yeah, this is the
This
way.
is the way.
Oh, he just got out of there.
I almost wanted to verbalize because I didn't have room to write. Mando would be pissed to see other Mandalorians without their helmets.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to verbalize it, but we were late. When we started the stream, the episode was already out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to need to refill already. But this was a much more gradual and slow build. This episode's turning out to be awesome, dude. I think I'm enjoying it way more than last week's episode. Last week was very Monster of the Week in a... like, I still really liked last week's episode. But I think we rated around. I think we both came to around 7.2.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, this did prove my old video wrong about why Mando can't remove his helmet. I thought it was because he was a foundling. So I'm going to make an updated video of that now. Because everyone's going to comment, oh, you were wrong because the episode proves you wrong. Like, we didn't know yet.
Pet.
Yeah, this is the second time he's been referred to as a pet. The first time was in episode 6. Dude, these Mandos just showing up to save the day.
Look at them.
Dude. Holy
They're
crap.
so epic.
Mandalore. This is the first time the name Mandalore has been referenced verbally in canon. It's true. It's technically a KOTOR reference.
Taking it slow this time.
So Sasha Banks just appears to be playing a nameless Mandalorian. That is not Sabine. I think it's Ahsoka. I almost had as a prediction that we would have a reference to Ahsoka, but we wouldn't see her. Ooh, Gazanti. It's the first time we've seen one of those in live action. Mm-hmm. Not deep lore.
You did say Ahsoka reference earlier, and I have it on the board.
Oh, it is on the board.
Can confirm.
Can confirm. We can... show that Ahsoka reference right there. Cue Vodion. I wish, man.
Uh-oh.
We still didn't put Mando leaves Baby Yoda to go adventuring.
Yoda's gonna eat another egg. And they're gonna freak.
Yeah, because she still doesn't know that he ate eggs last time. She never saw him, and apparently doesn't count.
Why is that boy not fertilizing those babies?
I know. Get on that, man. Do your duty. And maybe Yoda's a hungry boy.
Oh no, they're
Oh, they're fertilized now.
hungry boy. 2 sips.
Dude, a Gazanti in live action. You say these in Squadrons.
Okay.
Gazanti was originally invented for the X-Wing... no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the Raider. I know the Gazantis were heavily featured in Rebels, but I don't know if that was their first appearance.
Dude, that is so sick.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, looks like we're approaching a trailer shot. Not pirates. Oh, trailer shot. Called it. course, I had no idea we'd be getting epic Mandalorian combat. Oh.
Dude. Oh.
Reminder for the drinking game rules.
Add trailer shot.
Yeah, trailer shot is now on the list.
Do you think they'll convince Mando to take his mask off?
That's a tough sell. But I think maybe eventually.
At least 10.
At least 10. Oh wait, no, they're Mandalorians. Maybe there's only 4 of them.
They look nervous.
Does it still say Ahoska?
Not on the drinking game. Ahoska is on the.
Ahoska's on the board. I didn't write it. The casual did.
I don't know these things.
Ooh. I'm gonna use that clip in some of my vids.
This is great,
dude. This is sick.
This is probably the best action I've seen in this show yet.
What about that scene when the?
You changed your mind as you were mid-sentence.
Mid-sentence.
You changed your mind.
I mean, the scene where the Mandalorians come to save him in Chapter 3 of the last.
Yeah, that is good.
That one was really cool.
But this has stormtroopers.
This is a lot of stormtroopers. I wonder if the 501st contributed to this.
That guy really thinks he's going to hold him off.
Yeah, that officer's brazen.
No one's going to be in there when it opens.
Leading like frickin' Stonewall Jackson.
No one's in there. They already got what they need and left.
You think so?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Close the doors. Which?
Oh.
Dude, who directed this episode? This is genius.
Close the doors. Which ones?
All of them!
Nope. You idiot.
He knew. He's just gonna close his eyes.
You idiot.
You bleeding idiot. Come in. Of course they don't copy. Wait, I shouldn't drink unless... We're gonna have plenty of reasons to drink. Ooh. See, when she's on... When they have the vocal reverberator, she sounds really a lot like the voice actress.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. What are you singing them for?
I'm just agreeing with you because you're the expert.
Solid choice.
You know who she looks like without the mask on?
Hmm.
You ever seen Wreck-It Ralph?
No further...
No further explanation needed.
Darksaber.
Ooh.
OT reference. Wait, that's not a trick. This is the way! This is the way.
This is the way.
By the way, her saying this is the way to changing the terms of the deal is a reference to Boba Fett.
She is definitely coming off more as enemy at this point. So to answer my earlier question, I do not think they will convince him to take his helmet off.
Maybe not enemy. Moff Gideon. Dude, I love Giancarlo Esposito. You can't even see his face. He still dominates the screen. Oh, he just gave a suicide order. Long live the Empire. Oof. Yeah, I think this is the most I've ever liked Bo-Katan, chat. I'm in agreement with you.
The blue Mandalorian are just...
They're all blue, except for him.
Yeah, I guess I'm just so used to seeing him.
These are the Night Owls. Oh man, you're gonna win. Mando saves the day.
Let's go. Ooh. Let's go.
Beskar, man. Ooh. Oh.
Couldn't he have thrown that far enough from...
He did. He seemed to do all right. Oh. This poor zealot. Doing his part for the Empire. Ooh. That's a decanonized reference. That's a reference to Republic Commandos. Oof. This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way. Two
This is the
sips.
way.
So sick.
All right. Reminder of the drinking game rules. We just drank because someone said this is the way.
Mm. Don't eat it.
Please don't.
eat it.
I think we're approaching the episode's end. Oh. I have enough pets. Yeah. It's sealed.
Jeez. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, that's not looking good.
Frog Lady saved the day by watching Baby Yoda.
I'm
and
not counting
keeping
that.
kept him alive. She kept him alive.
Oof.
Mm.
Juan Cal are supposed to be some of the best shipbuilders in the galaxy. Oh, look! Oh, no way. That looks like Lando's... I mean, it was a droid in Legends. But it looks like Lando's co-pilot droid from Legends.
Baby Yoda's hungry.
I don't know. It looks like it's going to eat Baby Yoda's face. Ooh. It is the end of the episode music. Baby Yoda's hungry boy.
2 sips. Planetary travel. Finish. the
Only
drink.
if he lands. And he does not. Bryce Dallas Howard? She was like one of the worst directors from season 1. Dang!
This was by far one of my favorite episodes.
This was so good. Oh my goodness.
This episode was as good as it gets.
I really think so. I think that this was The Mandalorian at its height.
Mm-hmm.
This was so good. I'm kind of bummed we won't get to see more of the Night Owls and
They're gonna reappear.
you think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was not it.
Okay. I'm hoping you're right. I really do. I don't think so, but you know what? It is really possible for the season finale if they do something similar to season 1 where he goes back and gets his allies from the first few episodes.
Let us know what you thought about it in chat.
Yep, chat. It's time to talk and time to ask specific questions. We're going to start by talking amongst ourselves, and once the questions start rolling in, we'll address those.
Also, give us your 1 through 10 rating. We
1
will
through
be
10.
rating this in a minute.
In a minute. Yep. First, just debrief, then rating. So, first off, that's great concept art. So first off, easily one of my favorite episodes, and it was like just Monster of the Week enough, but not so much that it was like it still added to the plot.
Yeah.
We got the Ahsoka reference, which did not end up. It was originally on my my predictions, but I changed it because I actually thought this was going to be I forgot this was episode 3, not episode 4, because I think we'll see Ahsoka in episode 5. Mm-hmm. It's the only episode this season that Dave Filoni wrote, and Ahsoka is his baby. She's the first character in Star Wars not to have been created by George Lucas, and she was created by Dave Filoni. So, it makes sense to give him authority of the episode that she would make her live-action debut.
Yeah.
But we now have confirmation that Ahsoka will be in The Mandalorian, which is fantastic. So, I do have Ahsoka reference, but not appearance on the original predictions, which didn't get updated. But it did not make it.
My question for you: when she told him to go to that planet and ask that chick,
Yeah.
you had an adverse reaction.
Not an adverse reaction. So I heard the word Corvus, and I was like, I've heard that before. It's actually the name of a raider. You know, the raiders from Squadrons.
Okay.
It's a specific raider from Battlefront 2.
Okay.
So I was like, Corvus. I've heard that. Oh wait, no, that's just the ship from Battlefront 2. So
Okay.
I was like trying to wonder, but I know there's a big correlation between Ahsoka and the Convor, which is like a Star Wars owl.
Okay.
But which is named after Dave Filoni's wife, and I can't remember her name, but it's close to Convor.
Connie.
It might be Connie. I don't know.
She's probably a Connie. Let's see what the chat says.
All right, chat. Let's see what you got. Bo is so godly. Bo-Katan, 10 out of 1. Did you mean 10 out of 10, Calig?
Probably 10 out of 10.
Probably 10 out of 10. Unless you mean 10 out of 1 isn't 100 out of 10. I'm surprised Bo-Katan is alive. I'm wondering if we'll see how she lost dog. Oh, you know what? I think you're right. I think we will see Bo-Katan come back because she's after the Darksaber. And we know that Moff Gideon has the Darksaber.
Yeah.
So if you remember the season finale of last season, Moff Gideon comes out. He's got the glowing black lightsaber. It's the Darksaber.
Yeah.
Used to belong to Bo-Katan.
Do you think this is going to take a shift? Because they were talking about reclaiming Mandalore.
Yeah, are we going to start following that storyline? That's a good question.
And I think it would be cool. I mean, Baby Yoda is the storyline.
Right. But that becomes the problem, because if
Finds a
Ahsoka is
Jedi.
willing to take him, and I think what's going to happen is that Baby Yoda is going to want to stay with the Mandalorian rather
He's
than...
like flying away and he's like tucked away in the ship, hidden.
Yeah, something like that. But like, I don't think Baby Yoda is going to stay with Ahsoka. We know Ahsoka is looking for Ezra, main character from Star Wars Rebels. He disappeared. Mm-hmm. He's Swirl's guy. That's the guy that he's always referencing.
Yeah.
It's Ezra Bridger. So she's looking for Ezra along with Sabine. Now, that doesn't mean Sabine won't be in this season, but I did call it that Sasha Banks would not play Sabine. I've been calling it for 6 months.
You did.
I did. And I was like, you know what? It's really looking bad for me, because we know that we're going to see Mandalorians this episode, and we know that Sasha Banks will be in this episode.
Yeah.
But she was just a random, unnamed Mandalorian. Well, she might be named. I'll have to check the credits.
Let's check the chat one last time.
Yep, chat. Anne Convery. So her last name is Convery.
Convert.
Thank you, Bill. Always coming in clutch.
Bill comes in so clutch.
110 out of 1. In other words, 100 out of 10. Nice Calig. Facehugger 2.0. That ship is a piece of junk. 1,000 credits can't even buy a new ship for Mando. No, because remember, 5,000 credits won't even cover fuel these days. We heard from episode 1. Bill said, first Boba, now Bo-Katan. Wow. Mando through and through. Finally, we see true Mandalorians. So, it depends on what you mean by true Mandalorians, because I am partial to the old Republic Mandalorian culture. Now, granted, those could also show their face. But it seems like the cult, or the
Zealots.
The Zealots. She said it was a cult of religious zealots.
Yeah.
And it was they were the children of the Watch, which I'm not sure. It sounds like it's a reference to Death Watch, because we know that the Mandalorians who saved Din Djarin that we saw in the flashback, they had the symbol of Death Watch on their shoulder. But Bo-Katan was a member of Death Watch, and she was allowed to remove her helmet. And we also know that during the Clone Wars era, they all removed their helmets. But also, that was when the Mandalorian was adopted, and he says, I haven't removed my helmet since I was a boy. And so we know that he's been doing this since the Clone Wars era. So this is a relatively old movement. I mean, not like super old, but at least predates the Empire. So I don't know. That's kind of cool though. But I did call it. He would find Mandalorians who weren't wearing helmets, and he would be pissed. That was kind of cool. And then let's see, what other predictions did I have? So Sasha Banks is not Sabine. I won that one. Water Planet. I won that one. Ahsoka reference. I won that one. I got 4 out of 4 as far as this.
I did too, actually, today. So as we see, I'll hit this here.
That's 1.
Oh, it's 1. That's what I meant to do. The child saved the day.
Okay.
At
When?
the end when he was looking real cute.
Sure.
That really saved my day.
Okay. I'll accept that.
Frog Lady saved the day. She watched the child. She kept the child alive.
Okay.
Kara saves the day.
That's a hard sell.
It's a hard sell, but she saved the day. Wherever she is, I know she did. Because that's how much faith I have in her. And of course, Mando saved the day.
He did.
I think it was unnecessary that he ran halfway down the hallway to throw the grenades. I really think he has an arm on him to really get those.
This is true, but it
down
was
the
an
hallway.
awesome shot. Plus,
Yeah, but he's just like.
it was showing that like
Taking
he can
shots.
have everyone shooting at him, and the armor is so strong
Yeah, they got to broadcast that. But
They
it was,
do.
It was unnecessary.
They do.
I like realism in my Star Wars. I guess we're at the point, and you could read a comment or two.
Yeah, so the Republic Commando reference was the wrist dagger knife.
Okay.
When she pulls out.
She pulled that out before they even went in the ship. Did you notice that?
I didn't.
Right when they unlocked that door, she went like this and then came out. And then she walked in with that open.
Huh. But then she opened it again when she was threatening the officer.
Did it open again? Okay.
Yeah, because I
Or
remember.
was it just already out?
No, I remember watching it open, and that's what I was like. Because I saw her put her fist out. I'm like, oh, what's she gonna do?
when they
And then-
hacked the ship door, she
Oh,
and
okay.
was like, "Let's go in," and then she walked in.
I didn't see that. So that is a Republic Commando reference. I mean, technically, the clone commandos also use that in Battlefront too. But
Okay. Since I am the novice here, I will give the first rating.
give the first rating.
This
hold on.
this is gonna be. Oh, you have something to say?
No, I'm just looking at the chat. Calix says he gives it a 3 out of 4. Or are you giving us a 3 out of 4? Because he says 3 out of 4. Good job, Big Z. I completely miss. Oh, you are. I read that one. Tell them that Dar Manda. Wait, tell.
He's giving you a 3 out of 4 on your reference on your predictions.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, my predictions. Yeah, you're right. Yes, my on-screen predictions is 3 out of 4 because there was no Titanic reference.
Original predictions.
My original predictions was a 4 out of 4.
But
I did take that off. So
we gotta go.
We got to go off the finalized predictions, and there was
it is
no
a 3 out of
Titanic
4.
reference. I thought that the ship they were on was going to sink, and that's why he was going to be gasping for air.
Okay.
But
Technically,
technically, no.
drowning is a Titanic reference.
Drowning is always a Titanic reference. I used to spam
Water
that
is a
knife in Republic
Titanic.
Commando. It saved my life so many times, especially from those super battle droids. Yeah, dude. It was the only way to get rid of Geonosians in that game because those things were so annoying. Anyway, I don't know if you played Republic Commandos. One of the better old Star Wars games from like the early 2000s. I've tried playing it recently. The graphics are terrible. I can survive terrible graphics if the story is good, but it was just like there was no story.
Yeah.
And so the combat was hard to get over. Okay, so you were going to give your rating.
Oh, yeah. My rating for this episode, I think it's going to come in a tie with my previous favorite episode.
Which is?
Season finale of last year.
Season finale.
Season finale.
Okay.
I think, which lands it at a 9.5.
9.5.
It's a big score.
It is a big score.
That's a big score to give out.
That is a big score to give out.
I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. Thoroughly.
Okay.
One more time, thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't think there were any dull moments. I don't think there were any...
there was no moment that I sat there and was like...
So by the way...
And you know a good episode when it feels like it ended soon. When you were saying, oh, this is the ending music, I was like, there's no chance.
I know, I wanted to keep
going.
going.
There's 30 minutes left in this episode, but like that it felt quick. It felt like 5 to 10 minutes to me.
Yeah, it just went by real fast.
It was good.
It was too short, for sure.
Let me say this. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
All right. So for
9.5.
me... So I want to give you a frame of reference first before I give my score.
Okay.
This episode directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, Ron Howard's daughter.
Yeah.
She played Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
The only episode she directed last season was the one with the big walker,
Okay.
which was probably one of my least favorite
I'm gonna
episodes
say
for
it's
directing.
forgettable because I don't even remember it.
The one where they go to the town and that's where they meet Kara.
Okay. Yeah.
They go to
that town.
the little village
Yeah.
with all the
farmers,
the fishermen. Yeah. I think that was probably my least favorite episode directing wise. Now it's it's in my top 4 as far as like actual episodes, but like there were no moments where I was like, "Oh, this is a great director," you know.
Okay.
Like episode 3, which was Deborah Chow, had some moments where I was just like, oh my gosh, like the directing in this is phenomenal. Whereas, with Bryce Dallas Howard, and then this episode you saw, I was like, this is such like whoever's directing this is nailing.
She absolutely nailed it.
She absolutely nailed it, and I didn't know she was actually directing any episodes this season, so this was a surprise for me.
And hats off to her because someone who could direct an episode like she did last season, take any criticisms and construct it
and that was her
into a way
first time directing live action
to make a movie like this.
Yeah. And you called it a movie, and I will not correct you because it felt cinematic.
It was.
Um,
But we need your score.
My
That's
score.
what the people are waiting for.
This is what the people are waiting for. My score on this comes down. So I think it comes just under my favorite episode from last season, which is actually The Sin.
Okay.
Which is episode 3. Also episode 3. And that one was a 9.9. And so
Ooh,
I think this one comes down to I'm going to say a 9.85.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not a 9.8. That's too low, but it's not quite a 9.9. I'm going to say 9.85.
Okay.
Is my grade for this episode, and it beats out. So I'll put the season finale as a 9.8 last season.
Okay.
And this is a 9.85. So it beats it out by 0.05.
Okay.
And it comes under The Sin by 0.085. Or 0.05.
0.05, yeah.
0.05. Yeah, so that's my score. And then chat, let's see what you got for us. Let's see. They really took it up a notch. Yeah, that's the only new comment.
Okay.
They did take it up a notch. I agree. Now, I do kind of want to know, do you guys prefer the Mandalorian's clan, Din Djarin's clan, or do you prefer these contemporary Mandalorians, the ones who are comfortable removing their helmets and the ones who don't have a problem, they don't want to restore the old ways per se. And I think, so Bo-Katan kind of ended the Clone Wars as a little bit more of she wasn't a pacifist like her sister. Her sister was a pacifist. She tried to make Mandalore a non-violent world, which for their history is just sacrilege. So she wasn't quite as pacifistic as her sister, but she wasn't the warrior ways of old. So do you prefer the warrior ways of old, or do you prefer Bo-Katan's more balanced approach?
I gotta say, for me, I like the clashing of the two because
I do too.
I feel like in reality we see that so much, clashing of the old and new.
Yeah.
To see that on the spectrum of Mandalorian in this show it's relatable.
It is.
Even just like his reluctancy to her,
Yeah.
but her openness to him.
Oh man, and you got a good point there.
I think that is something very relatable for a lot of people.
And at the same time, she is he's one of them, but it wasn't
But
hey, you got to take off your helmet, bro.
But ultimately, she helped him, and
She did.
he kept his end of the deal.
Yep.
So I think I like the merging of the two and the aspect that brings to the show.
That's a very good point. I like that. I think I'm gonna have to land somewhere similar because I'm inclined to like the old ways, but I do I think the no helmet rule is a little or no removing helmet rule is a little weird. It does add to the idea that they're religious zealots. This is a ceremonial law. Bro,
she's gonna be like Martin Luther in this.
She's gonna 95 theses right on the wall of Mandalore. Yep, but what I really liked about her is she wants to establish Mandalore again.
Yeah.
So Mandalore, for casuals out there, was the title bestowed on the leader of the Mandalorian people.
Okay.
And so when they would become leader, they would forego their old name, and Mandalore would become their name.
Okay. And would they have the Darksaber?
So that occurred later. The original rite of passage was that the helmet of Mandalore would be the thing that they would pass down, or not pass down, but claim. So if you killed Mandalore, you could take his helmet and wear it, and you would become Mandalore. You would almost take on his identity.
Okay.
But they would have different titles. There's Mandalore the Great, Mandalore the Preserver, Mandalore the Ultimate, Mandalore the Hunter, things like that.
Okay.
And so that would be your name, your title. It seemed that at some point the Darksaber did become either a replacement or it went alongside the helmet.
With it.
I don't know about synonymous, but an addendum too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, synonymous would be a replacement.
Yeah.
So it was either synonymous with or an addendum to the helmet. I'm thinking it's replacing it because Bo-Katan doesn't seem really interested in giving up her armor, which has been in her family for 3 generations. Which, by the way, very small amount of time in Mandalorian terms. Sabine's armor has been in her family for 500 years.
That would be what, 52 generations?
I don't know if you're calculating generations as
I did the math.
You did the math. Hey Google, What's 500 divided by 40? That's a traditional generation, biblically speaking.
The answer is 12.5.
12.
So wrong.
That's not 40.
It's late.
It's late. It is late. What time is it? It is not even 1. It's 12:55.
Let's
So
go.
that was a short episode.
And it started earlier.
It did start earlier. It was already up by the time
we'll
we
have to
started
be
the stream.
ready by.
I know. Next time we got to start the stream a little bit earlier so we can
Apologies for the fumbling at the beginning of this one because it came at us quick.
It did come at us quick, and we wanted to get Dak's intro in. For those of you who missed it, here's Dak's intro.
Luke, I have no approach vector. I'm not set. Steady, Dak.
So we wanted to get that ready. Was it worth it?
My name is Dak. I mean, so it is 100% worth it.
So
I regret nothing.
okay, good. So if you want to know why we were late, that's why.
That is why.
Also,
killing the cricket.
Take care of the cricket.
You were here last week.
There was a massively loud cricket last week, and my mic picked it up. Thanks to Dak, I do have a new mic, which is less picking up of ambient sounds, but it doesn't work with both of us.
Yeah.
Like it's very directional.
Yeah. If you're watching this and you're a fan of Lore Star, go watch his last 2 videos. Flip back and forth between them. You can hear the difference.
You can
in
hear the
audio
difference.
quality.
And here's the thing. So
Here's the thing. It stops talking.
Yep. No, this is jammed now. So I have this blanket, and people have asked if it was like Jedi robes. No, it's just a blanket. And it's got this like carabiner on it. And I hang this from the ceiling and make like a blanket for it when I record to like help with the sound. I didn't have to do that with this new mic because it was just so good. Because like this mic that I'm using here can literally pick up cars on the highway going by.
Probably 200 yards away.
Yeah, that's like 200 yards away. So like it is a very sensitive microphone. And so I have to work really, really hard to get rid of ambient sounds and things like that. It's just a pain. So having this new mic that's very directional and really good at picking up sounds, watch. So the most recent video was the updated version of why Boba Fett was not a real Mandalorian, and then the episode before that was 10 tiny details you missed in last week's episode, chapter 10. You watch those side by side, there's a very clear difference in the audio. So thanks to Dak for that.
Anytime.
Let's see, anytime. So I can just ask you for more like equipment.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I would absolutely love a new computer.
Okay.
Actually, I think my computer's actually pretty good. Is there nothing new in the chat, or is mine just not updating? Okay, so I had to update it, but I am getting some more in the chat. A bit more. Okay. So first we've got hello there from Islan Singh Sekawat. I'm sorry, man. I can't pronounce your last. Shekhawat. Can you pronounce that? It's
Shekawat.
I'm going to go with that. And he says, hello there. General
Hello to you.
Islam. So Bo-Katan was a moderate. Yeah, I'm gonna classify her as a moderate. She wasn't a pacifist, but she wasn't total warrior ways of old. He made a difference to the comic how Mandalore the Indomitable, another Mandalorian title, made a religious rule to walk the path of Mandalore. Especially with all that Bo-Katan has dealt with. I think you're referring to your earlier comment about Bo-Katan being a moderate. I prefer Bo, Pre, and Sabine's group. Those are very different groups because they are warriors and closer to the Old Republic kind of people. I'm gonna disagree with you on there. So Pre Vizsla's group was much more so, like especially when Bo-Katan was running with Pre Vizsla. He was much more of a violence first. The old Mandalorians had this code of honor, right? Mm-hmm. Like they weren't. You could think of them kind of like, almost like samurai, almost like not Vikings totally, but they had this knightly code. Okay, mm-hmm. So they were very violent. They were very aggressive, but they had this moral code that they stuck with very vigilantly. Mm-hmm. It's like one of the things, like they would always go to war. But like their goal wasn't to win, their goal was to fight their hardest, and like they're like, if we win, that proves that the ruling government wasn't strong enough to be worthy of being in charge. If we lose, it means that they were, and therefore we should submit to them. So like they didn't care if they lost, they would respect the person who beat them because victory was proof of strength, and they valued strength above anything else. Whereas like Death Watch, like, you know, we see them like in the Clone Wars, a TV show made for children, we see them raping people. It's a show made for kids. No, we see them raping people. Bo-Katan was complicit in that. She herded up all the women and put them in the tent for the men. Yeah, that was Bo-Katan, people.
Don't plan on it.
Like they do some pretty sketchy stuff that wouldn't have been approved of by the code of the old Mandalorians. They're just kind of like just ruffians, I guess. Like they're just violent for the sake of being violent. They don't have that warrior code. Sabine, I only consider her Mandalorian by heritage because she's not very Mandalorian in her representation in the Star Wars Rebels. She's very, I don't know, she's a rebel first and foremost. You're not getting any of these references, I'm sorry.
I'm nodding.
But Sabine, she you know, she was a good person, but she didn't have the Mandalorian code nor the violence. She was just kind of there. Now, I love Sabine. I just don't think she's the epitome of what a Mandalorian should be.
Yeah.
And then, so I'd say Bo-Katan, of the three you mentioned, Bo-Katan is probably during, like, let's say, latter days of the Clone Wars Season 7. And then when we see her in Star Wars Rebels, probably the closest we've seen in animated form to true Mandalorians. Or by true, I mean historic Mandalorians. Let's see here. She wants to restore the faith of her people. Would Bo-Katan become Mandalore the Preserver in canon? I hope not, because that would mean that Canderous Ordo wouldn't be... He was from KOTOR. Wouldn't be Mandalore the Preserver. KOTOR reference! It doesn't count if I make it, but I want to drink. Mandalore the Preserver. Yeah, I mean... But then again... The thing she's going for is very similar to what Canderous Ordo did. So Canderous Ordo, Mandalorian people were very warrior-y before that. I mean, they wanted war with the Republic again. But Canderous preserved Mandalore by choosing to establish peace with the Republic. Was the first Mandalore to do that. With the help of Revan, he did that. Like Spartans. You know, I think Spartans is a really good... Although, you know, no, I think that's probably one of the best historical examples. Yeah, they do gun down kids, Bill, in the Clone Wars. Yes, they gun down kids. They blow up city streets with civilians on it. Marauders. Yeah, KOTOR. Love your channel, Lore Star, and I'm so glad you live streamed this. Oh, thank you, the fan. Appropriate name is appropriate, the fanboy. I'll take it though. I'll take.
We love you, the fanboy.
But thank you for being a fan of this. Well, our main channel, more importantly, but this channel. I'm still live streaming on this channel because I haven't figured out how to live stream without screwing up the algorithm. So, because I don't want it to hurt the regular uploads, I want as many people to be able to see and agree with or disagree with my videos as possible. But this channel is just to keep in touch with my true friends, the people who are willing to watch anything I put out. And so we got to react to The Mandalorian.
And we love you, true friends.
True friends. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. So we'll be trying to stream this every week. Dak was moving to another state. He will still be moving, but the move date has been delayed, so he may be making a couple more guest appearances. I was trying to get Chimera 3 in here, but he somehow wants to remain anonymous while also being on stream, so we haven't figured that out. But in the meantime, we've got Dak. He's great to react with a hardcore and a casual. I think it makes
very
for
casual.
Very casual. I think it makes for a fun dynamic because I think it proves that The Mandalorian appeals to a broader audience.
Yeah, I think like when I hear a lot of people talking about it, and I'm in more casual circles when it comes to Mandalorian.
Sure.
I definitely know everybody loves it. Absolutely.
I know.
And it draws a lot of people.
It does.
And when I sit here, watch it with you, and hear you rattle off, I mean, on any 5-minute segment, you could probably do a 25-minute video.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So, like, I think it's really cool that it appeals to the masses, but it's so detailed.
Yeah.
In that if you are, lore star, and you can, break everything down to the very specific nitty-gritty detail.
It really caters to the hardcores.
It caters to you as well.
Yeah, and I think that's the genius of the combo of Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau directed Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man 1, at least. Legend of a director. And it's Christmas time, so he also directed Elf.
Yeah. Which, last episode, Baby Yoda eating those eggs.
Cotton ball
resembled
reference.
So much of the cotton balls in Elf. Which I like that he is a one-track man guy.
Jon Favreau?
Yeah. He writes the same thing over and over and makes
I don't think that's even close to being true.
If you got a good concept, just stick with it.
Dude, he's so... But, like, Jon Favreau, legendary director. And so, like, I hated the live-action remake of Lion King. Even though that was also Jon Favreau.
Mm-hmm.
But really what Lion King was, you got to look at it like this. It was a proof of concept for the technology they were going to use in The Mandalorian.
I did like the Lion King remake.
You did?
I enjoyed it.
It was just the cartoon, but worse. Or I'm not going to say worse, but not as good.
I don't know.
Name one area that the live action was better.
I really liked Childish Gambino's rendition of older Simba.
Okay.
I think...
But for that, I'm going to return to you. Was Scar better than Jeremy Isaac's Scar?
Well, Jeremy Isaac's Scar is, like, set in stone, solidified.
Wait, is it Jeremy Isaacs or Jason Isaacs?
Whoever...
It's an Isaacs.
Original Scar is solidified in history.
Oh, yeah. He's made his mark.
Yeah.
And then, I love that they keep getting James Earl Jones to reprise his older roles. I mean, every time James Earl Jones voices Vader, it's just like, there's a yes to it. And then, having James Earl Jones come back to do Mufasa, obviously fantastic. And I'll agree with you. I think that the guy who voices older Simba has a superiority over cartoon Simba.
When he breaks out, just that first line when he says it means no worries, like the notes he hits, the vibrato of it, when he hit that.
Oh,
I
Lucas,
wasn't a
thanks
fan
for
of
Jeremy
Beyonce.
Irons, not Isaacs. I'm sorry.
Irons.
Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Isaac or Jason Isaacs is Lucius Malfoy.
Okay.
From Harry Potter. Also fantastic actor. Wait, or is that also Jason Isaacs? Jeremy Irons. Sorry. I don't know. They're both awesome. They're both awesome actors. But Jeremy Irons, original Scar's Jeremy Irons. Thank you, guys.
I gotta say, at the end of these, when it stops and it comes to this Taika Waititi shot of him filming us, I legitimately feel like he's the one capturing what we're doing right now.
He is. He's our cameraman.
Our camera's almost in front of him. Like,
yeah.
He's
So it ended, and the screen is now Taika Waititi for the gallery. That little shot of him like, in front of the camera, and so it looks like he's filming us as we're talking. It gives us the hype and the pump, dude. I think Taika is gonna direct another episode this season. So here's the thing: they offered Taika his own Star Wars trilogy.
Really?
Yeah, and he said no.
That's probably a good thing.
So like he's just like no. I don't feel like I would be at my height doing a Star Wars movie, and I don't feel like I would be the best director for Star Wars. And then he did the first episode of The Mandalorian. They asked him again. And it's looking like Taika might get his own movie. It might not be a trilogy, but he might get his own movie. And dude, I don't care what it is. Taika is like the King Midas of directors.
Turns to gold.
Just everything he touches. Now, Dave Filoni, and Jon Favreau are very situational, very specific.
Quick note in chat. Big Z over here has not seen
Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit. Should we do a reaction video?
Yeah,
to
it's
that?
not Star Wars, but would you like to see me react to Jojo Rabbit?
I have seen it. I have loved it. I would like to watch it with him.
I would love to know if you guys are into it. Then I will react to. You've got till December 5th when you're moving.
Just about, yeah.
Just about. So we've got about until December 5th. That's about a month, not quite. It's 20 some odd days until the deadline. Would you like to see me react to Jojo Rabbit? Now, is it on any streaming softwares? Or
Amazon.
Amazon? Is it free on Amazon?
Amazon Prime?
Yeah. Or do I have to purchase it?
Shoot. You can sign up for I think it's on the HBO side of Amazon Prime.
Okay.
But there
Alex
is
said
a
sure.
There is a 2-week free trial. And I
think I already used it.
I have several email addresses.
I used it to watch the John Adams series on
Okay.
HBO because I just finished Hamilton.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Hamilton was kind of the villain of the second half of the John Adams HBO show. So I got to now watch that and see the other side of the story. And then I had to go and get some objective historical facts and see, okay, who was right. They were both wrong most of the time.
They were all wrong.
They were all wrong.
But
Except for
somehow
Jefferson,
they
man.
wrote an amazing constitution.
That was Jefferson. Oh, no, that was... that was all of them. But
All of them.
Bill of Rights, that was Madison. That's what I was thinking
My
of.
great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather.
Pinckney?
Charles.
Charles Pinckney. Yep. Who, fun fact, Hamilton actually tried to rig the election of 1796
Yeah.
for Pinckney. He failed. It was the first election that Hamilton tried to rig and was not successful. Because he was successful in rigging the first two U.S. elections.
And he didn't try to rig the third, but
Fourth.
the fourth.
But he ended up deciding the winner anyway.
Vote,
so of the four elections he was alive for, he decided the winner of 3 of them.
Yeah.
But he tried with everything in his power to keep Adams out of office.
Yeah.
Despite telling Adams, run, and the Federalist Party will be behind you. And he was responsible for Adams running. And then he turned on him.
Well, this is turned far away from Mandalorian.
This is not Star Wars.
So,
Bill
was a
says it would
great
be fun.
episode.
It was a great episode. Bill said it would be fun to watch me react to Jojo Rabbit. So
Okay.
I think that's enough for me. By the way, we have now reached 400,000 subscribers in the main channel, which I had promised a long time ago, if anyone remembers, that, you know what? Under the couch, there's a little DVD box. You want to see if you can find it? I promised at 400,000 subscribers that we would react to something very special indeed. And I think that this is old enough and unpopular enough that it might not even be copyright stricken on... here, let me give you a flashlight.
yeah, I need a light.
Here. It might be old enough and not well known enough that we can actually... It's a thick box. That's it. Might be old enough and well known enough that we can actually put it on screen without getting copyright struck. At the very least, we can try, because I don't... this channel is...
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what it is. So this is called Fairy Tale Theater with Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, I'm going to say I don't know if this is a good idea.
It's a terrible idea, and I love it. Okay, so here's what this is. This is the most terrible, horrific, and corny rendition of all your least favorite fairy tales. With all of your favorite actors just performing absolutely terribly.
Let me give you a reference. There are 6 discs. Disc 1, The Tale of the Frog Prince.
With
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Wow. Disc 2 has Sleeping Beauty.
With
Bernadette Peters.
I don't know.
And Christopher Reeves.
Ooh, Christopher Reeves. That's Superman.
Disc 3 has Goldilocks and 3 Bears with Tatum O'Neal and Alex Carnes.
I don't recognize any of those names.
Disc 4 has Snow White.
Find
With-
Thumbelina.
Thumbelina, where is Thumbelina? Oh, yep. Thumbelina with Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher being absolutely coked up high AF.
Yes. We will do
Thumbelina
Thumbelina alone.
alone to watch Carrie Fisher high AF.
She'll be watching us.
She'll be watching us. This is Carrie Fisher. No, not the Ewok special holiday special or the Ewok movies. No, this is so much better. This is Fairy Tale Theater with Carrie Fisher playing Thumbelina, giving the absolute worst performance of her lifetime. And that's saying something because she was in the holiday special. And the only one... Have you seen the original holiday special?
Yes.
She's the only one having a good time.
Regretfully, I have.
But you've seen Carrie Fisher, like, absolutely, like, the only one there who's, like, happy to be there.
I remember growing up, like, the amount of energy they put into covering the holiday special.
It was a meme in White and Nerdy.
Yeah, like, they did not want anybody to have access to it.
Nope.
But it became such a meme that they allowed access to it.
Yep.
And once I saw it, I was like, this isn't even funny bad. This is just
bad.
bad.
This is just bad. I have regrettably had to use a couple clips of it.
Oh, dude. Was it like Chewbacca's wife making muffins or something?
I mean, at least it wasn't Chewbacca's uncle watching VR porn.
Oh.
Or
man.
the really weird transsexual cooking show.
Yeah. That was just...
That did not age well.
Did not age well.
For anybody.
No.
I don't think anyone approves of that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not Christmas time yet.
No, but...
I won't judge you if you listen to Christmas music because I've already started. But...
I have to. We decorate for
maybe
Christmas
we should
after
do
Halloween.
a live watch-through of the Christmas special December 1st.
Okay.
I think
that's
going to
be real rough.
It's going to be rough.
It's going to be a rough time. What we're going to have to do for that is we're going to... Because, at least from what I've found, they have the live-action bits as one video, and then the cartoon special as a separate video, so we'll have to pause and then switch. But I think that's a pretty good idea. But
December 1st.
December 1st,
Start
mark your
your
calendars.
Advent.
We're going to react to the holiday special. That'll be a fun thumbnail. But because the holiday special, first introduction of Boba Fett, that was the big thing that came from that episode. And you got the VR porn. That was great.
Yeah.
I
mean, we'll discuss it when we get there.
The greatest part is Carrie Fisher,
We'll just
high AF, singing her song. Only one who's not miserable to be there. Like, even Luke, Mark Hamill, who loves Star Wars and everything to do with it, is just like, I don't want to be here. This is bad. This is a bad idea. They're paying me, so I guess I'll do it.
Yeah, I'd have been there.
Yeah, I mean, Harrison Ford was very clear, like, I'm not even going to act. I'm just going to read my lines. But Carrie Fisher, like, she's got this, like, thing. And I've used that in some of my clips, and I really do try to emphasize the cringe. Like, make it just long enough to make you uncomfortable. Not so long that you're like, okay, no, I can't watch any more of this.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard with the holiday special to get those clips absolutely right.
Yeah.
But, no, I have had to do it because there are so many references to the holiday special in season 1, which is just bold, man. Like, Dave Filoni's like, nah, we can do it. We can reference the holiday special, and it'll be just referenced enough to make you go, oh, it's a holiday special, but not so much that it's like, okay, now this whole thing's invalidated.
When the Lego holiday special
holiday special is coming when?
That looks very good.
It does.
I don't know the release date, but the trailer is amazing.
The trailer is pretty fun. I did watch it finally. Yeah, Lego holiday special. That's coming out at some point around the holiday season. Yeah, and because Life Day, that's coming up soon. That's the Star Wars version of Christmas. Life Day. Let's see if any last remarks from chat before we sign off. I feel like Carrie would approve. Fanboy says, coked up Carrie Fisher, this I gotta see. But just look up the holiday special, man. She is super coked up on that. Let's see. Carrie belts it for the holiday special. She does. It's hilarious. It's probably my favorite part of the holiday special.
She gives it her all.
Huh?
She gives it her all.
She does give it her all. It's because she's, everyone else like, I don't want to be here. She's just like, I love cocaine. This is great. Tuesday the 17th. Thank you, the fanboy. That is when the Lego holiday special comes out. I think we won't...
can do a live reaction to it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Genwall. I'm sorry, man. I think we won't see much of Boba Fett for the remainder of the season. And I hope I think that the whole reason he was in this first episode was to tease that he's going to get his own spin-off. I do think that is a very real possibility. Because I don't think we're going to see him again. Or if we do, I don't think he'll be in it much for the rest of the season.
What if we have a Mexican standoff between Boba Fett, Mando, and then... Gosh, what was her name?
Cara Dune or
Cara
Bo-Katan?
Dune. All pointing guns at each other.
I think
Office style.
Bo-Katan is more likely than Cara Dune, because Cara Dune won't aim a blaster.
Not
at
Cara
Mando.
Dune. Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan.
3 Mandalorian, all 3 different positions.
Yep. All right, chat. This is your final call for questions, but I think we're going to call it.
Yeah. Great episode.
It was a great episode.
Great
As
episode.
a reminder, I gave it a 9.85. You gave it
9.5.
solid 9.5, which is really high. It tied with The Redemption, which was Taika Waititi's episode from last season with IG8 or IG11 Sacrifice.
Let me
dude.
say a 9.5 for me is pretty much a 10.
Okay.
I just am an optimist and always know things can be better.
Okay.
So I like to leave a margin of at least 0.5 points that I could say, okay,
all right, Matt.
that was better.
Yes, we know he's, I don't know, Ecuadorian. From Ecuador.
Ecuador?
Ecuador. Sorry, Ecuadorian. Thank you. I was putting the U in the wrong place. He's Ecuadorian, not Mexican. Yes, we know, but a Mexican standoff doesn't mean that everyone in it is Mexican.
Yeah, that's more of like a...
That's a nitpick.
That's a term. Mexican standoff.
What if the Ewok movie? What about the droid attack on the Wookiees?
I mean, we could react to everything.
Dude, the Ewok TV special was something else.
You know what? Go ahead, leave in chat what you would like to see us react to.
Yeah.
And we'll work through the list.
We'll work through the list. We'll try to make it all
month.
happen. You got a month. That's a lot of time to react to a lot of cringe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything can be worse than Carrie Fisher playing Thumbelina. I watched that when I was a young teen, and I was pretty much into anything Star Wars related. Now, fun fact, hand me the oddly enough, of all the guest actors on this, so Sir Christopher Lee himself makes an appearance on Disc 4 in The Boy Who Left Home to Find Out About the Shivers. Terrible episode, but Sir Christopher Lee, there is no role too small for him to just give it his all. Christopher Lee, by the way, is Count Dooku.
I know.
Okay, well. Also played Willy Wonka's dad in Tim Burton's telling of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
I remember that. The dentist.
The dentist. All these years and you haven't flossed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see, chat. Last comments. I got 3 that I haven't read. Pretty much hit the list. Has the episode been released? Yes, the episode has been released. We are going to be closing out the chat. But if you want to see our reactions, we will be making this rewatchable. So all you got to do is you can either rewind on the taskbar now to the beginning. There is a timeline on the top. That stopwatch is still going, even though the episode's been over for a while.
Don't forget, there is a drinking game.
There is a drinking game to go with it. And just because we've already done it doesn't mean you can't still do it with us.
Yeah.
So feel free to go back to the beginning, watch us react to it. This was a fantastic episode, without giving spoilers to those who are just tuning in now. Fantastic episode with some great reactions.
Great.
Because it really evoked a lot out of us.
Oh, yeah.
It drew every
From
emotion.
the first 1 minute.
Oh, yeah. And, by the way, with the drinking game, this is an episode you want to drink something with a low intoxication potentiality.
Yeah, I would recommend a LaCroix or a White Claw.
Okay, those are very
If
different.
you are of age.
Yes, we will not advise you on what you should be drinking. Make sure it is legally appropriate for whatever age you are and or region you live in, and that you are responsible with it. Even if you want to stick with something like Jawa Juice or Gatorade or whatever, it's just the fun of having something to react with to the episode. But
Exactly.
we are going to be signing off. Thank you very much, Dak, for showing up.
Hey, have a great day tomorrow. Go out and change the world.
Change the world. I'm going to be starting working on the next episode right away because I am hyped. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. And as always, may the Lord be with you now and forever.